scheduled live. There we go.
Are we live? Good.
Taking off my. So yeah, you're getting a bandwidth warning already. So must be. So yes, we're here to discuss AirWolf. Oh, that's me. It was an alright show, wasn't
it? I would say probably the second best 80s show after Knight Rider. I mean, I will admit, you know, it does have problems. Not every episode was great. There was probably only a handful of episodes that were really, really good. And when it was good, it was really good. And other times when it was terrible, it was very forgettable. But we'll get into that. Yeah.
We'll get into that.
Yeah,
Let's say hi to everyone first.
Sure, yeah.
Hi, Sean. How are you? Hey, Franz. Here to help me. Any second. Yeah, we're here now. Hello, Echo. Hope you're feeling better. So, you got a little helicopter icon. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, hang on.
What you would have done as well.
Do you want to school the children on what AirWolf is?
Oh, AirWolf.
He doesn't know.
Well, you're about to find out. I mean, I could try and do the opening monologue that was done by Lance Legal, but yeah, I'll be paraphrasing it.
Go ahead.
Okay, file 856-7W, classified top secret. Subject is AirWolf, a Mark 1 plus attack helicopter with the most advanced weapon system in the air today. Sought by governments firmly informed. AirWolf is hidden by its test pilot Stringfellow Hawk. Now I've lost it. That's more like it.
It's a very fancy helicopter.
Still in the box though. Yeah.
Yeah, not opening it. Yeah. I only got it cheap though. It was less than a tenner, but it's from 1984, so it's not bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah.
No.
But yeah, we've got the.
Hang on. Yeah. That doesn't sound very good. I don't want to do that again.
It's one of those things where you can't hear a picture. Yes, you can.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a sneak helicopter that made that noise.
What a great noise, though.
It's whisper mode.
Yeah.
Just a rip off of Blue Thunder, I heard someone say.
Ooh, well. Both were kind of developed at the same time. I mean, if you look at the actual dates, I mean, Blue Thunder sort of came out in '83 and AirWolf was already being developed at that point, and I think Don Belisario had the idea for it, around about the same time. But so yeah, I mean, you could ask it was just that trend, super vehicles were the thing at that point, and I guess just
car, bike, helicopter. Didn't get night boat, but nearly.
Well, if you can call Thunder in Paradise the boat was.
That's right. I was going to go. It was a good boat.
Mm-hmm.
So, evening, Dr. Impossible.
Yes.
Right. So, yes, this is a copy of the VHS cover, which I used to have the VHS, but it is, like you say, it is 18 certificate.
It is, yes.
It's the TV movie version, isn't it? But why is it an 18 certificate?
Okay, what the movie version was that, after the show ended, Universal still wanted to get as much revenue as possible. So what they decided to do was to take the pilot episode, re-edit it, dub in some bad language, take some stock footage from episodes to add a bit more action to it, take some scenes out that were relevant to the ongoing storyline, so that it felt like a one-off movie. It's similar to what Universal did with Twin Peaks as well. They did like an international version of that.
Yeah.
Same sort of thing, yeah. Dub some bad language in there. Sylvester Livy did he redid the music as well, so it's slightly different to make it feel like it was just a one-off action film. And there's a few themes in here that they sort of question that make it an 18, and also some of the language that they use. But really, it's a very soft 18, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah, because the BBFC, who are in charge of the certificate, say it's moderate violence, threat, and injury detail. So that needs to be an 18, apparently.
Well, I mean, the injury detail involves a woman who was just assaulted in a very nasty way. So that's probably
all right. We'll let that one slide. Yeah, that normally does it for them. But
yeah.
Should if it's only $5.99, I guess that's the DVD. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, this DVD is still easily available from Fabulous Films. It's probably the best it's ever looked and ever sounded. It's worth getting. Yeah, it's a decent release. No bonus features. I think there's a photo gallery on here, but It's worth getting if you just want to see the first episode in this movie version.
Yeah.
But to a lot of fans, it's not the true version. The true version is the one that's on the season 1 box set. That's the television version. Yes.
Who directed the pilot?
It was Don Belisario. Yeah, he directed.
It was himself.
He wrote
David Hemmings, who stars in the first episode, directed some of the episodes, didn't he?
Yeah, he directed one more, I think. Yeah, later on, which is very weird. Yeah.
Oh, the Blu-ray is $5.99. There you go.
Yeah, as far as I know, the Blu-ray isn't much better than DVD. I've heard it's just an upscale. Yeah. So if you want to pay a bit more for the Blu-ray, why not? But it's probably going to look exactly the same. Yeah.
Yeah, E2L did the Knight Rider toys. I got a
couple
couple of the Knight Rider ones.
Yes.
And I picked up the first season DVD from a charity shop the other day, which is 3 weeks too fucking late. But
well, you found it.
There you go. There. That's why it was different. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I remember the VHS came out. I think, what the fuck is it in 18? Why can't I watch that?
I do remember seeing the 18 version, not the picture that you've got behind you, but there was another one that came out a bit later, like had an orange cover. I remember seeing that in one Blockbuster, thinking, oh, AirWolf, oh, 18. Oh,
Mum.
No chance. So I waited until September 2000 to get this reissue, which is up here, which I think you've got as well. Yeah, from Universal Playback. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It was just nice to sort of get it on a much more modern VHS, because all the ones were out print, and it was nice.
They're PG, the other ones, aren't they?
Yes, the other two are just episode volumes. You've got 3 episodes on this one, 3 on this one from season 1. Just the standard, good episodes from season 1. Yeah.
And then the DVD. That's VHS, is it, right?
Yeah, and this is the box set that's similar to that Knight Rider one you've got.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a 12. Oh, there's an episode that's a 12 in there. Bloody hell.
Yeah, there's one episode on here that is rated 12, yes. And a few good ones from season 2 on this one. It's pretty much the same release as the Knight Rider box set that you've got. Yeah. And it says volume 1, but they only released one of them. They didn't release 2 or 3. Didn't get that far.
Wishful thinking.
Yes.
Because your DVD is rated 12 for the whole lot, is it? Or 15?
For the original 3, yes, 12. This is the recent DVD box set. Definitely worth getting. I did have the previous ones that were released, but they had a lot of sound issues with them, and the transfer wasn't very good. There was like a few sound effects missing, and the sound edit wasn't very good. But this set here has fixed all of that. They've been fully remastered, fully rendered into the correct 4:3, and this is the best they've ever looked and ever sounded. So if you want to get AirWolf, get this, or you can get the Blu-ray box set of this, and probably looks exactly the same. No bonus features, but this is as good as the show's ever looked. Yeah. So if you look, get into it, get this set.
Yeah, they're all 12 by the BBFC season 2, 3, and 4, but
yeah, it's not every episode. I think it's about maybe like 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you're talking very minor details as to why.
Sure,
yeah.
Swear or something, isn't it?
No swearing. I think probably drugs and maybe adult themes, maybe mild themes.
So yes, good evening, Jeff. Thank you, King Gareth. So yes. I crown myself. That's how we do things in my channel. And you go, CIC released 4 AirWolf in the UK. The movie, A Deadly Mission, that's the one I've seen.
Yes.
Flight to Danger.
Which is this later. Which is that. Yes. And the series, one episode from series 4. Yes. Yeah. Stargraph. Yeah. I mean, show the Laserdisc. Yep. This is absolutely beautiful. This. I mean, just look how immaculate condition this is in. I mean, this was pressed in 1988, and when I got this, it was still sealed. It hadn't even been watched. The sleeve is just immaculate, and you think someone had it that long, they didn't even watch it. Yeah, but it's basically just 2 random episodes on there. It's nothing special, but you gotta love that artwork. It looks great.
It's worth it for that. Yeah. Oh yeah, It took me all day to process it, then 2 hours, 2.5 hours to upload the bastard, and that's finally live. So yes, thanks, Jeff. Yeah. Oh, the Blu-ray is a 12. Yeah. So
yeah,
they didn't include the movie.
Yeah.
Just the standard TV pilot episodes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There we go. The big thing about the AirWolf series.
Yeah, Jan Michael was probably one of the reasons the show did sort of drop off, quite a bit. I mean, his problems were well known before he was even hired.
Yeah.
And it's well known that he turned up on set sometimes drunk or sometimes high, you know, delaying production and not really being very professional. I mean, Don Belisario didn't really want him to begin with. He wasn't the first. Yeah. I did find out that one of the original choices was Mark Harmon. He was one choice, but I think he was doing St. Elsewhere at that time and he wasn't available.
Yeah, he would have been, wouldn't he?
And there was another actor, but I can't remember who it was. But Jan Michael convinced him that he changed his ways. He was clean, but as we know, you know, that wasn't the case. And as a result, yeah, sometimes it was obvious, particularly in the later series, in series 3, you can tell that he wasn't in really good shape and his stunt double was doing a lot more than what he should have done. Yeah, couldn't even like do a few punches here and there or do a few jumps or something, you know. Yeah.
Stunt celloist.
And considering how this production went, I mean, with a lot of aviation stuff, you know, it got delayed a lot, and you know that burns a lot of money. And you know, Universal did get a bit bankrupt by this show. It
yeah, even
money, yeah.
Was it $1 million an episode at some point or more?
Yeah, I think that's roughly that sort of 900,000 or just over $1 million for like just one episode for an hour show, which is just insane when you think about it now.
Yeah,
unbelievable. Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people said that if you binge watch the series or like the first 3 series, you notice all the stock footage that they just used over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, there's a number of reasons for that. I mean, obviously cost, you know, that was another reason. And to, you know, set up these aerial battles, it's not easy. It takes time to do all this stuff.
Exactly. You don't. Yeah, they wouldn't bother with it now.
Yeah, it's not like Knight Rider where you've just got to do some drive-bys and a few jumps over some cars. You've literally got to coordinate several helicopters and other aircraft. I mean, it takes a long time to, you know, to put together. And you know, the preparations for the actual aircraft that they've got to use, that's got to be, you know, FAA approved and all this stuff.
Well, yeah, because they did have to get special approval because even though it doesn't fire weapons, it looks like it has weapons. So they have to get special permission to fly in areas that just legality.
I think that was one of the reasons with the rocket pods and the guns. Like every time they had to like fit them on, it would have to be approved by the FAA. And then obviously do the scene, and then once they took them off, it then had to be approved again once the pod been taken off. So you think about the amount of time that would have wasted and taken. I mean, you know, it's insane. You know, it really is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think an episode I saw the other day on the first season was there. Was it David Carradine? Is it?
Yes.
And then he's the scientist, and then they have Airwolf and Airwolf's flight simulator.
Flight simulator
using like black and green screens, and then suddenly the flight simulator is photorealistic images of them flying around shooting stuff.
I mean, to be fair, that's one of the best episodes of the series. You know, it sort of explored into how Airwolf itself was actually like a living thing. Like, you know, it would record every mission it did, and it was something that was never recorded after that. So, yeah, Mind of the Machine with Derek Carradine, that's one of the best ones, I'd say. Yeah. I'm just going to let catch up. Just bear with me.
Yeah, I'll catch up. Laserdisc is a weird format. VHS is better. Ooh, glad Ben's not here to hear that. But Laserdisc was just.
I will say.
Oh, he did.
I did hear that. I will say that the print on this Laserdisc is absolutely terrible. It's the same print that was probably for the videos as well. Like the episodes don't look very good on this. It looks as if they just ripped a VHS to the disc and that was it. And some of the VHS tapes up here look even better than this Laserdisc. So yeah, it's not a good print. But in terms of like owning it and having that artwork, that's the only reason I bought it. And it was cheap. Yeah.
Is it? I guess are the episodes in Japanese?
No, it's all English audio. It's just got Japanese subtitles at the bottom. Yeah.
Okay.
Which are encoded on the image, so you can't get them. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Good evening, Jim. How are you, sir?
Evening, Jim.
Good evening. Yeah. Oh yeah, they killed once.
That's actually a good film. Yes.
Yeah, that was one of his good films because, yeah, Airwolf was the last. Oh, there you go.
Yep, The Mechanic, the original.
Airwolf was the last major project Vincent worked on.
Pretty much anything after that was very low budget, very, how can we say,
shit.
Just sort of thick. Yeah.
I saw a 90s sex thriller with him in the other day, and then turns out he's the killer. So
okay.
Funny how Mark Harmon did CSI for Belisario years later.
Yep.
Yeah. Was it CSI or what's it?
NCIS.
NCIS. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, CS. Yeah. But yeah, he was in Jag first, wasn't he? And then they brought the character as spin-off.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Beverly. Oh, but yeah, he was a bit big. But he was a bastard, all right. Because yeah, he ties.
Yeah. He's a real filthy, nasty villain. He is in that. Yeah, my God.
Yeah, because he's playing Russian roulette in the pool or something, isn't he? And then or shooting the coin in the pool, isn't he? Through the fingers.
Yeah, and then he points out the one weakness of the chopper itself, of the mid-air refuel intake. He says 1 bullet up there, and the whole thing would blow up. And then
it's not to be trifled with. But yeah, they just he empties fucking the whole clip of a minigun into his Jeep.
But yeah, you mentioned Belinda Bauer. Yeah, she was the main lady from the first episode. Yeah, and she
says, "Don't worry, Hawk, I won't die."
Yeah,
she promises not to die, doesn't she?
Oh, of course, yes, yeah.
Because everyone that Hawk gets close to dies. Which is...
Oh yeah. She either goes away or she dies. So you don't want to fall in love with Stringfellow Hawk. You really don't want to.
Yeah, he's the same as Charles Bronson in the Death Wish films. Avoid.
Yes. Yeah.
Death Wish 4, is it good? Yes, it is.
It is bloody brilliant, yes.
Yes, it is.
Best villain death ever at the end of that.
Yeah, I get those shows. I always say CIS. I don't know, NCIS.
Yes.
Bloody letters all over the shop in no particular order. Movie Chair Podcast, AP. Hello.
Good evening.
Oh, so you haven't got an AirWolf mug then? You got a T-shirt, the Laserdisc, the VHS, the DVDs, the Blu-rays.
No mug, not yet. Just the Wally mug. Yeah.
Oh, you want an AirWolf shaped mug? That'd be awesome.
I'm sure you can get a mug from Etsy somewhere. I'm sure someone's made them.
Yes,
sure.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I don't know the official one. Now the video game. Yeah.
Not very good.
It's not, is it?
It's pretty terrible.
I think I played it once, yeah, because I had it on the Spectrum.
Okay. Yeah.
It was in like black and bloody green.
Yes.
But it was out on the
I've seen clips of it. I've seen people doing speed runs on YouTube with it, and yeah, I suppose it was just, we've got this IP. Attack helicopter, what can we do? I don't know, fly around some caves and pick up stuff and shoot stuff, and yeah, it's pretty terrible. It's nothing.
It is, yeah, even on the NES it is as well, but it's due for a good renewal, I guess. And
that cartridge can go for a lot of money now for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a decent one, Deathwish 4, the Crackdown, although in places you can definitely tell it's a lower budget one, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. Canon again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Vincent's in Buffalo 66. He had aged a lot in 10 years, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Because he got really poorly and lost limbs, didn't he? Or his leg?
Well, it was around 96. He had this car accident when he was under the influence. Pretty much screwed up his back and his vocal cords, and the drinking carried on after that, and then all the roles that he was offered were drying out, and eventually, yes, he did have to have part of his leg amputated due to a blood clot or something, and he was finding it very hard to get around, and he was, that's what happens when you drink, and when you've got an addiction like alcoholism, it's going to kill you. Yeah, sadly. I do think that there were so many opportunities that he could have had he stayed straight and sober. He could have done so many good films.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine if Quentin Tarantino picked him up for a movie? How good that would have been. Yeah. Right. Yeah. If he was still on the straight and narrow, so many missed opportunities. Yeah, it's a real shame. Yeah.
Yeah, he's done a lot of low budget stuff like Alienator and Extra True, but I remember him from what's it called? I'm trying to find it now. Before he did the surfing film.
Oh, Big Wednesday.
That's it. I always remember.
Yeah, Gary Busey and William Pat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good film. Good film that. And because I remember him from Hooper as well. That was the other thing I saw before AirWolf. Yeah. Because when I first saw AirWolf, I was like, oh, it's him from Hooper.
Of course, Hooper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's stuntman extraordinaire.
Yes.
Oh, Vincent was good in this one. One's called White Line Fever, and the other was Vengeance Force. Ooh, I'll have to look out for those.
I haven't heard of them. Yeah.
No.
Not seen them available or anything. No. I do remember seeing I remember seeing one of his films on Channel 5. It was called Defiance. I think it was probably he did it just before AirWolf. Yeah. Yeah.
Did a lot of TV. Actually, White Line Fever, 75. What was the other one? Vengeance Force. Oh, there's Vigilante Force. Maybe that's the US title.
Maybe, yeah.
And then Hooper, and then he did Big Wednesday the same year.
Yeah.
And Damnation Alley. But yeah. There you go. There's one for you. It's your level.
He might have done one called Red Shoe. I don't know if he was in one of those episodes. I don't know. There wasn't really. I do remember one naughty film that I saw on Channel 5, and it was called Sins of Desire, and he was in that. It stars Tanya Roberts.
That's the one I saw.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry. It was he did one the same year. Hidden Obsession.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to know. And he did Indecent Behavior. Yeah, this the one I saw is with Heather Thomas.
Okay.
From the TV shows. Yeah, I got my blondes from the 90s confused. So, but yeah, that's
this is when Channel 5 would show all the naughty stuff late night, and when you're a teenager, of course you didn't watch it. Of course.
What are you on about? I have no idea what you're on about.
Yeah.
I
remember. Yeah. Owl's here.
No. Welcome him. He'll stay.
Yeah.
So then. Yeah, what is it? It was season 2, the show went woke and brought a woman in.
Well, it was that kind of thing of the studio wanted to make it more domesticated. They wanted to get rid of all the Cold War stuff and the industrial espionage and spy thrillers and all that stuff, which is what made it great in the first place. And then start dealing with, all the bad guys are American now. You can't have, foreign villains anymore.
Oh, yeah, couldn't have the Russians again, because, 99% of the bad guys were Russians or Arabs.
Sure. But I will say, not to jump ahead to the 4th season, but this is what the 4th season did very well. They took a lot of those spy stories and brought it back to what, season 1 was. So that's one bit of credit I'll give season 4. They actually did go back to the source of what made it good in the first place, doing all these national stories. Yeah. So, yeah.
Because everyone says it's all just footage from the first 3 seasons, but they just recycled their own shit anyway. So,
yeah. Like I said, there was a lot of footage reused, but, there were, you're only going to notice it unless you binge watch it like I do, and some of it you can understand. But in terms of like takeoffs and landings, they always did that for every episode at least, and some flybys. Yeah.
So it's like they're in LA doing a film. It's like, quick, we need AirWolf. So then it's like a 10-hour drive into the fucking desert to go get AirWolf, then get it to the air, then get it fucking refueled, then they go on a mission.
It's the stuff you don't think about when you're 10,
One episode I watched where they're in LA and then they have to go out in their Jeep, of all the fucking quickest things to go in. Yeah. And it's fucking snowing by the time they get there.
Yeah, it was. You can say that that's a real sort of proper criticism, a very sort of anal criticism, because it wouldn't make sense to have, the Santini base in the middle of LA and like the Valley of the Gods is out in the middle of Arizona, and it's it would have been cool if they changed the hiding place like every season. That would have been something. But they just didn't sort of do with it. They just felt it was easy to have it, take off and land within the volcano. So whatever you want. Yeah,
I think they would have found it if they said found it. Yeah, look for it.
But it was a cool visual when it used to go up and down into that layer. It's a cool idea. Yeah.
And seeing it lit up in the cave is always look good.
Yes.
Where are we at? He did a film with Kim Basinger called Hard Country.
Haven't heard of that. No.
Yeah. No. Haven't heard of it for either of them. So, where are we? Buffalo 66. Oh, White Boy was his last film. He's done a few sexy thrillers. Oh, he's in Animal Instincts as well. Not that I know what that is. I'm trying to think. Is it under a different name? I can't.
Possibly,
Yeah, I can't see stupid Americans renaming stuff. Oh, Joan Severance. There you go. Sold. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I only watch PG stuff, so. Although there's a few boobs in Bond films, but if you're quick enough. something I find funny is that Star Trek 1 is you, and the second film is a 15 on VHS. Yeah, well, those things in your ears are giving me nightmares still.
Yep.
So, although someone gets turned inside out on the first Star Trek film, don't they?
Yeah. Can you remember the first time you saw it? Do you remember seeing it on ITV when it first premiered?
Yeah, it would have been on ITV when I saw it. I don't know. I can't even remember if it was what season it would have been. I don't think it would have been the first season. I don't remember the second and third so much.
Yeah, because I never saw it originally, during those early years, but it wasn't until the reruns in around 95, 96 when ITV were doing it on Saturday afternoons, and they did that for 3 years straight. AirWolf would be on every Saturday afternoon on ITV.
Nice.
So that's when I started seeing it, and it felt like an action movie every Saturday afternoon, and it was great.
Well, exactly. That's what the best things about them were, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
All these old shows. It was good story. Good. I would say acting, but we had Knight Rider last time. Yes, he was killed during the show. That was unfortunate, wasn't it?
Yes, Reed Rendell. Yes, very unfortunate, and it wasn't really a stunt. It was basically the helicopter was just flying back after doing some filming, and the helicopter crashed. Yeah. Very unfortunate. Yeah, because I think Reed Rendell. I think his father is a stuntman as well. I think.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, the Rondell name is very famous in terms of stunt work in Hollywood. Yeah. But yeah, it was a very unfortunate accident, and it was one of the reasons Don Belisario wanted to leave the production, because it hit him quite hard personally, which you can understand.
Yeah. Right, because unfortunately the helicopter that was used, they only had one helicopter that they used as AirWolf, didn't they?
And then they had and they had a full-scale prop as well. Yeah. For the interiors. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I know, pressurized.
So yeah, it was only one chopper, and unfortunately, that helicopter is no more. It crash landed in 1990. Yeah,
it was used as an air ambulance, and all 3 people on board perished.
Yeah, you can find the article online, and it's unfortunate, that it wasn't kept or preserved or whatever. So the original lady, she's no more. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Al. Some respect at last. If I can't win an award, I'll make my own. Yeah, rip Mr. Miller. Yeah.
Yes.
Every stuntman has perished in these things. Hey, Jim Jams here. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Hit list. That rings a bell. Lance Henriksen and William Lustig. Oh, he's got his rental copy, of course. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, he certainly had a lot of stuff. Oh, it was pre-AirWolf. That's why I couldn't see it. I was too lazy to go backwards. Our country, there it is, 1981. I start at AirWolf and then go up. Yeah. Oh, they recycle those cave shots.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember much about it. Do they still hide it in the cave, do they?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, if you try to connect this original series with the 4th series, just forget it. It's not worth it, because on IMDb, they're both listed as their separate productions.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you just take season 4 as an alternate universe, or as a variant, as the MCU like to say now, it's like
well, yeah, because it starts, doesn't it, with Jan Michael Vincent and what's the guy's Ernest Borgnine's character?
Dominic Santini.
That's him. Yes. Well, Santini gets blown up in a helicopter bomb, and then Hawk's damaged by the explosion and never seen from again. And then his brother comes back.
Yeah, it's a very odd. It's a very weird oddity. But if you just treat it as its own thing and just pretend that the previous 3 seasons didn't exist and it's just its own thing, it's not bad. And because I'm part of the season 4 Facebook group, and we take season 4 very seriously. I'm going to be spokesman for them now. And,
not a bad word,
and in the group, we do have Barry Van Dyke. He checks in. Michelle Scarabelli, Anthony Sherwood, and Garrett Wynne Davis. All 4 cast members are part of this group, and they check in, and they've answered questions, and they've done some Q&As, and it's a nice little community that we've got. And Barry's very aware that what they were doing was never going to top the previous 3 seasons. They knew that. They just knew that Universal wanted another one for syndication. We were there to do a job. We knew we had less money, but we just made the best of it and just did the best we could. And he enjoyed doing it. He looked up to Jan Michael Vincent a lot. He said he really admired what he did previously, and he said it was great to work with him in, although it was just one scene. He said he was glad to sort of work alongside him, and we were just there to do the best job we could, on a much more lower budget, shall we say, and also in freezing cold Vancouver as well.
Yeah, it doesn't help, does it?
But it's like I say, it's not a bad season, but just treat it as its own thing. Don't connect it to the original 3.
Well, yeah, because all the 4 people at the bottom of the screen there are not in it.
Well, like I said, Jan Michael Vincent shows up for the first episode.
Yeah.
Archangel's not even in it. I mean, we see Santini blow up, but it's basically a body double.
It is, isn't it? Not as fat.
You can just see him from the back, and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he walks up, grabs the door, boom. Who did it? Who killed him?
We don't have time to explain that.
Got nothing but time.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Vincent was living in the streets of LA. Yeah, I heard he was homeless for a long time, and his sister picked him up. Addicted to sex as well. Yeah, it's called. He was a good-looking one. Oh, his wife liked him. Yeah, liked him. Yeah, I remember those stories of him being found on the streets.
Yeah.
Vigilante force. There you go. What French?
Yeah. And the stories of the drinking games. Apparently, he used to play with John Wayne as well. Were quite legendary. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Because obviously he was like the young guy up and coming, and he was hanging out with all these old timers from Hollywood. The stories are that they would go out and just literally drink themselves silly. That was just the way it was back then. Yeah.
Yeah.
It led to problems later on.
Because I think from the original series, there's only is it the ladies that are left?
Yes. Jean Bruce Scott, Caitlin, she's the only one pretty much alive because, Jan Michael's no longer with us. Neither is Ernest Borgnine. Alex Cord, who played Archangel, he's sadly gone.
Yeah.
The helicopter's gone as well. Yeah.
It was cursed.
And also, Deborah Pratt, she's still around, because she was like Morella, who was one of Archangel's women who would work with him throughout the first and second season.
Yeah.
And then she went on to marry Belisario. And then they co-created Quantum Leap as well. So,
welcome to that.
Yeah. So the failure of AirWolf, meant that we got Quantum Leap. If you can, that's a good way of looking at it.
That is a good look at it. He played in the first episode and vanished. Because his brother, who was MII, comes in.
Yes.
And there's nothing like the brother from the other universe.
Yeah. In this universe, he was never missing in action. He was actually undercover for the firm. Yeah, that's
nasty. Yes.
Yeah, just because the writers for season 4, they only had time to watch the first series before they can write the script. They basically saw, okay, right, okay, So you got to admit that's not easy to do. If you've got like multiple weeks to write 24 episodes in however long it was, it's not an easy task. Again, they did the best. Yeah,
they definitely did. Because there's 55 episodes, 3 seasons.
Yes.
First season, what, 17 episodes?
11.
11. I knew it was a low one compared to normal.
Yeah.
And then the only people that have been in all 3 is Alex Cord, Jan Michael Vincent, and I guess Borgnine.
Yes. Yeah.
But then Jean Bruce Scott did 2 series.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There's a question for you.
Do you have a favorite episode of the whole series? Yes, probably from season 2. I shared it on Instagram the other day, called Fallen Angel. When Alex Cord's character, Archangel, he gets caught in East Germany and he's tortured, and they've got to go in and rescue him. But the catch is that both Hawk and Santini were recently injured doing a flying stunt. So they've got no choice but to add Caitlin to the flight crew because obviously he's got a broken arm, Ernie's got a bashed neck, so they need someone in the back to do all the buttons and stuff. So they've got to add Caitlin to the flight crew. So that provided a nice dynamic. And the action set pieces in that episode are absolutely brilliant. I mean, it was all done on the Universal backlot. And, some of the explosions and flybys they were doing in that episode, just really well done. Some nighttime action shots as well. Full production value and full credit to the stunt team and the pilots and all that. It's some of the best you'll ever see, Fallen Angel.
Yeah.
Any other ones? There was like 2 episodes with the legendary Lance Legal, who played Colonel Decker in the A-Team.
Yes.
He
He's in
played
the last of first season and the beginning of the second season, but
yes,
two different characters. He's got a
yes,
moustache and glasses, so you don't recognize him.
yes. Yeah. At the end of season 1, he's playing a government agent who's after AirWolf, and he's able to track it down using satellites and stuff. And then in season 2, episode 1, he's playing a dirty sheriff, and it's kind of like a Rambo First Blood type story.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's got like cowboy hat, glasses, and he's like, I'm going to take
unrecognizable.
Yes.
Unless you go straight from
you could say the characters were separated at birth, maybe.
maybe.
Yeah.
Well, there's another character, isn't there? The short, tubby guy that's shooting out in the wilds on season 2, first episode, shooting the bike. He was in the last episode of season 1 as a military guy that puts the bug in.
Yes,
the helicopter or the jeep.
I forget the character and actor's name, but yes, they had like 2 people that did one episode, and then they came back the following year, did the same episode.
Yeah, he was popping up in Magnum as well at the same time.
Yeah, but yeah, quite a few evening,
sir.
Yeah, there were quite a few famous faces that sort of went on to other things. I think probably the biggest name was probably Bryan Cranston. I think he was one that did one episode. Just trying to think of anyone else.
Yeah, I couldn't see many.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. I forget the big guy's name. He was Sub-Zero in The Running Man. He appeared in one episode as a
Professor.
Yeah, Professor Toru Tanaka. Is that his name?
That's him.
Yeah, he appeared a sort of a drug warlord in Laos, and he's got like a big turban and a big sort of burly belly. He's like this local warlord, and he only has like a few lines of dialogue. He's like,
yeah, of course he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see anyone that really stood out when I looked.
I'm just trying to think of any other sort of big names. David
Carradine, of course.
Yeah, David Carradine, obviously, yes, we mentioned him. David Cummings. Wendy Sharl, she appeared in one episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shannon Doherty.
Yeah. She was only 12 years old at that point, yeah. Yeah. Have you got a list? You got a list there? You just go for
a sort of list of everyone that's been in it. I'm just seeing Wings Hauser.
Yes, Wings Hauser, yes. Oh, he played up. In fact, that's another good episode that he was in. He was the one that created AirWolf 2. So there was like yeah. This was basically the car episode of AirWolf where they built another one, and it was basically the same helicopter, but it had red underneath it, and it was basically the same helicopter. And it leads to a very good showdown. And again, that flight sequence at the end where they go one-on-one, it's an amazing battle sequence, really well done. And Wings Hauser, he's just brilliant. He's like an egotistical maniac in it.
Well, it might be not a stretch, but
yeah.
Doug McClure.
Yeah,
you may remember him from.
So say again. Sorry, again.
Doug McClure.
Oh, Doug McClure. Yes. 1,000 thanks.
Larry Linville from MASH. Noble Willingham from Last Boy Scout.
Yes. Yep.
John Shigata, Mr. Takagi from Die Hard.
Yep. Yes. Yep.
Ray Wise from Twin Peaks.
Of course, Ray Wise. Yes. Yeah, towards the end.
PJ Souls from Halloween.
PJ Souls. Yes. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not more than I thought when I looked. They didn't stand out before. Suzanne Reed. She sounds familiar. Richard Lynch. Oh, he played 3 different characters in one episode.
No, he's playing one character, but he's basically disguised as other people. It's a very odd. Yeah, Richard Lynch. Yeah,
he was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, John Fujioka, May's father.
Mm-hmm.
He's from American Ninja. Brian Campton, there he is, by the bottom. Oh, William Smith, yeah, he's in an 80s action film or TV show. Yeah, that's about it, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, hang on. Shit. So, is McHugh any good? We want to John Wayne again.
Oh, I still need to see that. I know of it. It's one of his last films. It's very
it's one of the last, isn't it?
I don't think there's ever been a UK DVD at all. I think you can only get it on VHS. Cinema Club. I remember seeing it on Cinema Club VHS.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good car chasing it. Yeah.
Yeah. John Wayne's version of Dirty Harry, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Borgnine did hang in there because he was in 95 years old SpongeBob episodes.
Oh wow, Mermaid Man.
What's his catchphrase?
Yeah. Evil.
I did love Borgnine.
You can go on YouTube, and there's a channel called American Archive Television, and there's a long interview with him. and he briefly talks about Airwolf, but he talks about SpongeBob as well, and he talks about Mermaid Man. It's so funny because he went down to the story he's told was he went down to Washington to a military press club dinner or something, and he was told to go up and tell stories, do a speech and all that, very prestigious. And then some Girl Scouts were handing out cookies to all the people from Iraq, and his representative, can you just say hello to these girls? He was like, yeah, sure. And he's talking to them, and then the representative's going, this man has done this and done that. And he says to the girls, how many of you have seen my pictures? And they're like, nothing. Then, how many of you watched SpongeBob? And they're like, yeah. He said, I play Mermaid Man, and that was it. They couldn't get enough of him after that. Yeah, so Mermaid Man did him prouder. Yeah.
Yeah. I always loved it when he turned up.
Yeah. He's just got that sort of purple thing on his face, isn't he? He's like, yeah.
Because I love it when he turned up in the Simpsons episode with the camping.
Yes.
Yeah. Was he remember me from here to eternity and
That's it,
Hogan's Heroes or something like that?
Yeah, but he did some great films. The Wild Bunch. Yeah.
Mm.
He also did Convoy as well.
Was he?
Sheriff Lyle. Yeah. Escape from New York as well. Yeah. Yeah.
Cabby.
Yeah. Yeah. Very accomplished. Yeah. Very long career, and God bless him. Yeah.
200 credits to his name.
And also, he had a very small part in Red as well, didn't he?
Of course he did. Yes.
Yes.
Of course he did. In charge of the files, wasn't he?
That's it. Yeah. The file guy. Yeah. He was in charge of like the archive or something, wasn't he? Yeah. Just like one scene. He showed up in that. Yeah.
Yeah. He's still cool in that. Yeah. Airwolf was a good episode. I remember watching that when it premiered.
Nice.
1985.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good old live TV.
Yeah.
That's chasing the A-Team. Yeah.
If you needed a bad guy, you hired Lance. He was really good, and particularly the two villains he plays in Airwolf, just some of the best baddies you'll ever see. And very accomplished. And it's a shame he passed on as well. And
I was going to say, is he around?
No, he passed away sadly back in 2012. And one of the best voices ever. Yeah,
because he's the narrator for the show and the first season.
Yes, that opening monologue I tried at the start of the stream. Yes, yeah, that's him doing that. Yeah,
and
the whole 556-7W classified top is AirWolf.
Yeah, so you get opening tiles, all that's about 2 minutes, and you get that, and you got 5 minutes in before the episode starts.
Yes,
but you know everything you need to know.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Who did the music?
Sylvester LeVay.
That's him.
Who did Cobra and Mannequin, which you watched the other night? Yeah.
And excellent it was.
Yeah.
Is he still with us?
Yes, he is. Yes, as far as I know, he is. Yeah, but he didn't do every episode. He was always busy with other stuff. Like he did the majority of the episodes, but they would sometimes get one or two others to do the music if he wasn't available. But he pretty much did 90% of the episodes, and there's about maybe another 5 or 6 that he didn't do. Yeah, because of
what's his name?
Sylvester LeVay. Is that how you say?
Isn't it? Yeah.
Levy or LeVay. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've invited him on. I've invited someone, I think it is him.
Yeah.
Right. I think he was also on multiple Knight Rider episodes.
I think Lance did 2 episodes of Knight Rider. He was in the pilot as a favour, and he then played a main villain of the week about a year or 2 later. Yeah. 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 Very accomplished and very well missed. Yeah.
Yeah, he was great and everything, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Always, oh, you bastard! Kill him, Knight Rider. He'll never catch the 80. Pan and scan is that bad? Yes, it is.
It is, yes.
It wouldn't be good if it was a pan and scan. It's just a judder to the right or judder to the left, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we saw that with Die Hard, didn't we? The whole you watching the pan and scan version.
It's a very wide film.
Yep.
Yeah, I think because literally a third of the film is on the pan and scan, isn't it? So anything happening over here, you're gonna have to wait to look. Plus, it wasn't proper digital technology back then, was it?
Nope.
Christ, all the minutes.
Yes.
So it's episode like that. Dominic losing his helicopter. Oh. Which one is that? How did he lose it?
Just trying to think.
It doesn't narrow it down because he was always doing something. There was that helicopter that landed in the first season that was purposely sabotage, so he would land, but
Mm.
that was a big old riptide type of one.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're referring to his Santini Air helicopter, the red.
Yeah,
white.
the red, white, and blue one.
Yeah.
Is that anyway still with us?
It probably might be. I mean, I don't know the actual reg. I mean, I'm not a plane spotter, as you know, so. Or an aircraft spotter. But as far as
you live at the airport.
I mean, it might still be around, possibly. I mean, I'm sure if you can know what the reg was, I'm sure you can.
Yeah, they had to keep it real, didn't they? Because they were flying around. So yeah.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it was very well maintained, and I have to say, the helicopter itself, Airwolf itself, the Bell 222, it probably has one of the worst safety records ever. You know, it's not a very reliable helicopter. But the guys on the show,
yeah,
guys on the show,
Airwolf was bad.
Yeah. You got to give them full credit. They maintained the hell out of it and made sure that it was in tip-top condition, and you know, it probably lasted longer than most Bells at that time. So
yeah, because it's got a few attachments, hasn't it?
Yeah,
to bulk it out a bit.
Yeah. But, yeah, it was a hell of a machine, and you know, in terms of its look and everything, it's very well put together. And
there was a lot of low flying in the episodes.
Yes, yeah. Again, full credit to the stunt people. I mean, you know, flying a helicopter it's mentally tough. You know, you got to think of everything. You know, you got the pedals and you got the stick and you got, you know, and you're having to listen to the radio and all that. I mean, it's not easy. You got to be on the board to be a chopper pilot.
Yeah,
because
they've done some very low flying, and then they come down to land, and then he puts the wheels out, and then he lands.
That's it. Yeah.
It was a nice touch.
Yeah,
but yeah, you can. Gene Bruce Scott was also in the first season episode of Mario. Nice.
Yeah, he was. Yes.
Is that the one with the bikers?
No.
It doesn't narrow it down then.
There's no bike. No bike in that one. No. Yeah. Yeah. I think
Is that the one where the kid just jumps in the car and goes off with Michael, and his mum says, "Yeah, see you later. Come back for dinner, you total stranger. Have my child."
But no, that episode of Knight Rider, it must have been probably a year before Airwolf, because that would have been 83, that one, and then she came in sort of late 84, 85. So yeah. And of course, she was a guest star in Magnum a lot. She had a sort of recurring role in Magnum PI at some point. Yeah.
Yeah. They're all connected, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because when Magnum came about, because was it Hawaii 5-0 was finishing, and and they didn't want to give up the studio or the buildings they had, so they thought, let's just make another TV show based in Hawaii. Why not? Was Rabbit Darby in an episode?
No, he wasn't. No, he was in an episode of the A-Team.
Of course he was.
Yeah, but I think Airwolf. No, he wasn't. No. But I think we mentioned this in the Die Hard video. Agent Johnson and Johnson, the other one, he was in Airwolf. Yeah,
Randall Bush, of course. Yeah,
that's his name. Yes, yeah. He
He
plays some African general. Yeah, he's in that. Yeah,
yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that episode. That's in the first season, isn't it? The African general in obviously California.
Yes.
Very green Africa. Let's have a look. Robert Darby is in The Incredible Hulk.
Yes, he was.
TV show. Dynasty. Hill Street Blues and Elsewhere. TJ Hooker, Heart to Heart. The Fall Guy, The A-Team.
Yeah.
And then Hunter, Equalizer. LA Law. So he had a big TV hit show.
Yeah. But Airwolf wasn't one of them, no. But I'm sure he would have made a good villain at some point if they did hire him. But he wasn't in it. Yeah.
Episode called Jackal. Something.
Oh, Day of the Jackal. Yes, he's flying an antique chopper. Dominic, he's flying an antique chopper to go to Acapulco to drop it off, and then helicopter gets sabotaged, and that's a way to get Hawk and Airwolf rescue him. And that's the episode with a 12-year-old Shannon Doherty. Yeah, that's the episode.
That's what I didn't recognize it. I was watching on my phone, I
guess. Yeah. Bites of the Jackal. That one's called. Yes.
Yeah, I think they put more effort in the ground explosions, didn't they? Because they could just do that quite easily without the helicopters and stuff, so they didn't have to.
The pyrotechnics they did to sort of simplify gunfire, like going like that. Really well done. Yeah,
it is. I wouldn't want to stand anywhere near it.
No, no CGI, kids. Yeah, this was all all in camera.
That is Earth exploding all around them.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't know the episode. It was episode of the A-Team season 3, Sheriff's Rivertown. Robert Darby. There you go.
That's the one he was in. Yes. Yeah. Good episode. That.
I remember that one. maybe. Yeah. People were in a lot of TV shows before they were famous, weren't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, poor BA.
Yeah.
Trusting his friends and they broke it. Wouldn't be allowed now. Just imagine that.
Oh man.
Roofing him. Yeah, that happened in a lot of episodes, but how did that one? Yeah. Oh, that's people. David Hemmings, The Beverly Hills Connection, after the AirWolf pilot. James Brolin was it? Not great, if I can remember. Yeah. Because when did Hemmings, he famous for? More 60, was it Blow? Which one is it? I can remember. Blow Up is him.
Yes.
Isn't it? And then Blow Out is Travolta.
Yeah, but he did a film called Blow Something, wasn't it?
I think it's.
Yeah.
Must be Blow Up. Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. Boy George. Imagine Pete Burns and Airwolf. No. Okay.
No try.
Sylvester Levy did the music for Stone Cold. Oh yes, definitely pick that up. That's a good film.
Yep.
Yeah. I love the Lance Henriksen action. Don't know why they don't call him Girl George, eh?
Yeah.
Absolutely right. David Hemmings did quite well working with worked on Quantum Leap.
Yes, he directed the pilot episode. Yes, of Quantum Leap. And also directed a few team episodes as well. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I never noticed that.
Yeah.
Are you watching this Quantum Leap new series? Or are you not got it yet?
I've got no way to watch it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's not showing on any channel.
Was it Peacock?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have access to Peacock. It might require a VPN or something.
Yeah, it's probably going to come to Sky One at some point, isn't it? I was like,
yeah, I mean, I'll keep a look out. I mean, I'm curious, but I've heard some good things. It started off a bit ropey, but it sounds like they might bring Scott Bakula into it at some point.
Yeah,
that's what
everyone's watching it for, isn't it?
Yeah. But a lot of people have been saying it's actually not bad. So we'll just go with that, yeah. I haven't seen enough of it to give it a full judgment yet. But
I didn't like the first episode, but yeah, I only know him as an actor, not a director. Do you like classic Doctor Who?
No.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, I remember Sylvester McCoy's version of it. That was probably my first memory of Doctor Who, but by then it was on the way out and it was pretty much on Death's Door by then. I mean, I did like it when it came back originally with Russell T Davies for the first few years he did, but I'm not really a big Doctor Who fan, but those sort of first 4 years that with Russell T Davies at the helm, yeah, I do like that part of Doctor Who, but I'm not really a Whovian as
well, I watched the Pertwee, started with putting the Pertwee, must have started Pertwee Baker. And then onwards, I used to watch them, but I haven't caught up in years. And I have to random ones and the new ones, but yeah. If I was going to watch one, it would be the old series. I saw this documentary about VS successors once, and I talked to this one guy who loved Pan and Scan because he thought that artificial camera pan added to the experience.
Oh, okay.
They found the one guy that liked it. I know it was necessary. Directed 2 Australian films for a producer, The Survivor, and a film called Harlequin. Both starred Robert Parker. I remember The Survivor. That's a James Herbert book they filmed and changed.
Yeah.
So it's nothing like the story.
Okay.
As usual.
Yeah.
David Hemmings he's in Barbarella, is he? He managed to
pronounce
what
it was. Yeah, I was
trying
to figure out what it was, but yeah. Yes, I remember now.
In his thin days, is that? The Heroin Busters, cool 70s crime flick with him. Hello, Dr. Dutch. Sorry, I didn't welcome you.
Yeah.
Too busy reading.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hemmings was in a film with George C. Scott called Islands in the Stream. That is what we are. Hemmings was meant to be Australian, but sounded South African. Story was set during Pacific World War II. Okay. Do like George C. Scott. So yeah. Hey guys, hi Dutch.
Okay. because they did the absolute best thing with David Hemmings by bringing him back from the dead in this series. Yeah.
Oh, hang on, what?
Because you know him as Dr. Moffat, the creator of AirWolf.
Yes.
Dies in the first episode, and then he's able to come back in the form of a computer virus inside AirWolf the following season.
I didn't see that one.
Really? Again, it's another really top episode. It's really good. What happens is he basically comes onto the screen inside AirWolf and says, "Shall I do the monologue? If you can."
Go on, man. Yeah, you want to.
He says, "Yeah, this is Charles Henry Moffat, and this is my last will and testament." Airwolf has been instructed to engage this special program if it failed to receive a code from me at this time. I must presume I'm either in prison or dead. So what will I leave this tacky, money-grubbing world to remember me by? I leave a machine out of control, a machine worthy of insane world affairs. The wolf has come down from the north, and your fat little town is safe no longer."
End scene.
But it's a really cool idea because he's basically controlled the chopper to do, as soon as it comes into contact with any other aircraft, it will override and take out the aircraft that it's in. So literally it can do nothing. So they've literally got to try and find a way to counter it, and they bring another programmer in, and every time she thinks she's done it, it then triggers another signal to turn it back on the next day, and it's going problem, and then they've got to take all the armament off, and then eventually the only way to get rid of him is to basically, what's the word?
Turn it off and turn it on again.
Kinda, but purge control, basically depressurize the cockpit at 80,000 feet and freeze it. Literally screw up the entire computer program, And by the episode, you think it has worked, but then the light at the very end just sort of twinkles again. So maybe he might come back, but he never did.
Oh, awesome. But he's not yet.
But no, that was a really good one in terms of showing the technology aspect of it and of how it was, created and how it was thinking as an entity sort of thing, a cool idea. Yeah.
Yes, very good idea.
Yeah.
Heroin buses was a great Eurocurrent. Okay. Good evening, Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
How are you? And I want to add that Borgnine was one of my most childhood flicks, Super Fuzz with Terence Hill. He was so good in everything. I think Escape from New York was the first thing I saw him in.
Yeah, I would say probably just before Airwolf. Convoy is probably the first film I saw him in. Yeah. Dirty Sheriff. Yeah.
I probably saw him and stuff, but Escape from New York, I know him. But that's a while ago now.
The other thing I do remember him in was he was in Jesus of Nazareth as well.
Was he?
Yeah, he was playing one of the centurions.
Oh, right.
Because I remember we were watching it for religious studies in school, and we're sitting there watching it, and then I'm just thinking, I go, "Oh, there's Dominic."
Okay, yeah, because it's what is it? His niece that's in season 4.
Yes, Michelle Scarabelli's character, Joe Santini. Yes, she's supposed to be Dominic's niece, but she's never mentioned in the 3 seasons. She's basically just another Santini that they've created. But to be fair, as a leading lady, she was probably a bit better than Caitlin, I would say. She was a good pilot. She was strong. She could handle a gun. She was pretty good. Yeah. Not a very strong female lead, but as we know, Jennifer Lawrence was the first.
Oh, yes. What are we talking about? There was no ladies in the 80s or 90s or 70s that could fight back.
Yeah.
Hey, Pete.
Yeah. Good evening. Yeah.
Borgnine was in Emperor of the North with Lee Marvin. Rough ride of the movie.
Yeah.
It was blow up. Thank you.
Blow up. That's it. Yes.
Yeah. Don't forget Dirty Light. Yeah, there you go.
Yes. Yeah. Dirty Lyle.
So, everyone. Convoy. Rubber Duck.
Yeah.
And ourselves a convoy. For the first time, Jeff, you disappoint me. Bloody hell. I saw that very. When it probably first came on telly. Love that song.
Great. Yes. Yeah. Future watch party, maybe.
Yeah, I should see if we can get hold of it. Shockingly, don't have it.
Okay.
Don't hate me. That's a good trucker film.
It is, yes.
I think I used to have in the old days, I had the 7-inch. about this. Well, they played that on the radio, so.
Okay.
Right, where are we? What else? Oh yeah, the helmets.
Yes.
So are they just normal bike helmets with a little bit of an attachment?
As far as I know, they were custom made. They weren't really based on any real. Yeah, they were just have that sort of futuristic look, so they can press a button and the visor comes down, and then there's a little sort of target thing that comes up. But nothing really special. But I think they were just going for a futuristic look that stood out, you know. Because there'll be times when Vincent was like had the helmet on, and his eyes were constantly sort of doing this. His eyes were going up and down, up and down.
Yeah, they never had a POV of what they were seeing in the visors down, did they? They just went, dump. Right, we're in serious mode now.
Yeah. Yeah. Once the visor goes down, you're dead. You know. You're not
yeah, I'm guessing it was like some sort of Iron Man targeting.
Probably, yes. Yeah.
Thing, UVA or whatever they call it.
Yeah, they never revealed what they're looking at. It's basically as soon as it goes down, then yes, that's kind of like missile lock. Yeah.
Except the episode with David Carradine, isn't it? Because he has his visor up, but Hawk keeps his up, so you know who's who.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah. Then you got Santini just sitting in the back with a million buttons, because in the first episode he doesn't know what the fuck any of them do.
No. Oh, start it, he says.
And yeah, you need two people to fight. That's not much help if someone's out of commission.
Well, they do emphasise in the very first episode that technically you need 3 people in it all the time. But a lot of the time it's just Hawk by himself, and they did forget about the technical aspect of it.
Sometimes it's I have full control. I can shoot everything. And that's when it's Dom, give me these missiles. Load these up. And then just no matter what the missile is, it's the same one that comes flying out. And they refuel the plane, but they never have to refuel the missiles apparently.
Well, they do mention it occasionally that they've like re-armored her or restocked, but you never actually see it. But they do sort of mention it, throwaway lines here and there. We've taken all the armament off, or we've reapplied the armament or something, but. You never actually see them do that, but there is like scenes where they're in the cave and they're like just finishing up doing that.
Well, I guess at least unlike Night Rider, they didn't have the feature of the week saying we've got a grappling hook on this one, and then they use it once and that is it. Yeah. But they kept it
never any sort of major special features. It was pretty much just guns and missiles, and that was it, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, I do love the missile POV. Get the head of the missile.
Yeah, really good. Yeah. And also, it wasn't really sort of gadget of the week. It was kind of like, which bad helicopter is it going to go up against? Is there like another version or another just a standard helicopter that's got like rocket pods on it? Yeah.
There's that one episode where there's 5 Hueys, and then they all come up from behind the hill at the same time, and boom, boom, they're dead.
In fact, the episode that's on the Laserdisc, HX1, that's one of the best sort of helicopters they went up against. It was like a sort of gold and brown helicopter that's got like loads of missiles, loads of guns, and it's been sold on the black market. And
oh dear.
Yeah. But in terms of like the aerial footage, again, that was another good, one-on-one battle between AirWolf and HX1. Yeah. Very good episode, that one. Yeah.
Oh shit! Hang on. Yeah. It's the one Michael talked about recently, and I thought, why haven't I seen it? Yeah, Convoy. Why haven't you seen it? And in Marty Baldwin, in Marty Baldwin paid the butcher. Who thinks so little of himself, he thinks he is too. Oh no. Yeah. He's good. Doesn't go out on Saturday nights. Who doesn't go dancing on Saturday nights anymore?
Not me.
No, I never danced. And I saw the blue and the there you go. He picked it up. Good. Yeah. Very wise. It's a good film, man. Oh, it earned him. Yeah, Marty earned him an Academy Award. That's the ball everyone should watch. Thank you, Dutch. I will make a note. We'll make sure everyone watches it.
Yeah.
Because was it not straightforward? Was Alex Cord's character? The one already.
Archangel.
Because he loses the eye in the pilot, doesn't he? That's why it's...
Yes, during the just before the test run with Dr. Moffat, it's all sort of dandy, and then obviously he then turns bad and basically blows the hell out of everybody, and that's how he gets the eye patch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was a nuisance to him.
Probably. I mean, from what I've heard, I didn't think it was a hindrance or anything. It was just part of the character and the costume.
Yeah.
I guess he just got on with it, I guess. Maybe it wasn't an issue. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's done some, was it westerns in the past?
Yes, he's known for a lot of horse riding stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Love Boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of TV. I'm trying to think of the film that was mentioned, but yeah, he's done a lot of shit. A lot of stuff, I should say. Oh, he did the ITV Player of the Week back in the 60s.
Okay.
Who is he? Was it him and someone else passed away in 2001, didn't they? I can't remember who was it. Borgnine?
No, Borgnine passed away in 2012.
All right.
Alex Cord was a few years ago. Michael Vincent was only, I think, was it 2018 or 19? I think he passed. Yeah.
So, 19. Yeah. Okay.
2019. Yeah. Yeah.
It's fun. It's kind of
I mean, the only one alive is the creator, Don Belisario. He's pretty much the only one still left, I guess.
Yeah. How old is he now?
He's well into his 80s. I think he's got to be close to 90 now.
He's got to be, yeah, because he's been going since TV since the 70s, hasn't he? Making
but as far as I know, he's happy. He's retired. He's not, he's not going to be giving the rights away of AirWolf anytime soon. So if anyone's hoping for a Hollywood picture, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, we keep getting these threats of like other pictures, but if the 80 movie had been a success, we would probably have got them, wouldn't we?
Probably, yes. But as far as I know, Belisario still has the rights to it, and he's not going to give it up. And he's even got a plan in place to make sure no one gets the rights, so it won't be remade at all. Yeah. And to be honest, I mean, I don't think it could be remade now. I mean,
yeah, how would they do it?
I mean, you think of all the aerial footage that they did for this series. There's no way they would film it like that now.
No.
The cost and the time would just be too expensive.
Yeah, they don't do TV movies or anything like that anymore either. So they won't get away with that.
Because I think there was talk of Blue Thunder being remade, but that's never happened. That's been for like 20 years, that has, and it's never happened. So
yeah. So
in terms of like an old 80s favourite, don't worry, it's not going to get remade anytime soon, and it probably never will. Yeah. That's for the
well, that's sobering up now. No more AirWolf.
Yeah.
So let's see if contact. Right. Rubber Ducky was on the hood of the Death Proof car as a tribute to
Yes, it's the same duck. I don't know if it's the actual same one or if it's the model, it's the same duck. Yes. Yeah.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
Marty is a worthy film. The only film, another film I remember Borgnine was Hollywood, The Legend of Lyle Clare. Borgnine played Louis B. DeMeyer studio boss. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
He was around forever, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Well, the Convoy Blu-ray has some great features on it.
Yes, it does. Yes, that's the one I've got. Yeah. Yeah.
One of those pesky Blu-rays, eh?
Yeah, worth getting. Yeah.
There it is. Yes.
Nice original artwork there, and yeah.
Put the hammer down. That's good.
I'd say one of Borgnine's best performances. I do like it a lot. Yeah. Playing the bad
guy. Because he did play a bad guy quite well, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Which is why it's weird seeing him as happy-go-lucky. Yeah, because he's the complete opposite to Hawk.
Oh yes, massively. Yeah.
I do like in the pilot episode, they're teaching. They're on the stunt on the Universal backlot, and the actor says, "I can do the stunt. I don't need a person." And Hawk said, "I'll just sit with you. I won't touch anything." And then,
yeah. Very funny scene that. Yes.
Yeah, he gets out and throws up on television, being interviewed, doesn't he? Yeah, but Belisario, how much is he making off our residuals? All the shows in his back catalogue.
Well, yeah, I mean, I suppose any time it gets shown, because his name's on it, he gets paid. It's like, yeah. And it's one of the reasons why he just didn't mind that fourth series being made, because he said, well, as long as you put my name on it, I don't care. You can do what you want with it.
Cha-ching.
Exactly, cha-ching. That's why he's retired and just, living the life now. I've done my work. I don't need to work anymore. Just live off
They said it was for syndication, didn't they? But did you need 4 seasons for that, or did you do?
Yes, what it was that at the end of the third series, ratings were down, costs had skyrocketed. Universal were thinking, well, we can still make some money, so why don't we just make another series, but we can, cut the budget in half, film it somewhere else, and that would give us syndication, and then that instantly puts the 3 series on cable TV, straight away. Yeah. So the reruns of AirWolf were quite frequent, at that early stage in the late 80s, which wasn't very common. You'd have to wait a while for reruns. Yeah. And it did wonders, and Universal did make a bit back. It was just a way to get some money back, because the show had literally bled them dry. Yeah.
So it's on the Legend channel, which you said used to be the horror channel.
Legend, yes, it's currently shown on there still. I think. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
If
they're doing all of it. Like you said before, that was on the Bravo channel. Was it back in the late 90s,
early 2000s? Yes, they would show Knight Rider, Airwolf, Blue Thunder. They'd show them all. Yes.
Yeah, Fall Guy.
Yeah.
I remember the adverts where it's like showing a clip of Colt Seavers on the front of a car holding on it, and the narrator said, "That's no more Colt Seavers than it is my own mother."
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, Tarantino looks Convoy. He hasn't ripped it off yet, but he will. If they do another Top Gun, ooh.
Yeah, well, like we said, I mean, Airwolf's definitely not going to happen. Yeah, but Blue Thunder, I mean, it might happen, but that's been in developmental hell for so long. And
it's probably been around the clock where The Rock has been going to be in it.
I mean, here's the Blue Thunder Blu-ray, and this is, this is a top action film. So it's, compared to which one you think is better, the blue one or the wolf one.
What is the official color of Airwolf? Mine's grey and cream.
But I mean, if Airwolf's not your thing, check out Blue Thunder. That's a very good action helicopter movie. It's so well done. Yeah.
Yeah, you got Malcolm McDowell chewing the scenery.
Roy Scheider, John Badham directing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and like I said, they came around at the same time. So yeah.
I think probably helicopters are more difficult, like I said, to fly for a start, and then build and have a fancy one.
Yeah, there's a good making of on that Blu-ray where they explain that they had to create a helicopter that can have all this stuff on it but can still fly, as it could. And again, it wasn't easy. And again, like Airwolf, they had to get the FAA to approve everything that they put on this thing, and all the stuff they did over Los Angeles, very technical, and it took ages for them to do all that,
Yeah.
And that was before Top Gun, Blue Thunder. Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
83. Yeah.
Hang on. I watched Blue Thunder the day after I saw it. It still holds up, apart from
one or two shots, but the majority of Blue Thunder is very much in camera, and
it's definitely they got the helicopter in the city, right in the middle of the city. Which
yes, they're doing flybys and blowing up stuff.
Good luck doing that today. Yeah. Try and film it in London. Blue Thunder without Roy Scheider's pointless. Yeah, he was
exactly. Great. Yes, yeah. Roy Scheider's Frank Murphy. You can't really. Yeah.
Mike's here. Oh, he's been on Lorne's channel. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a better channel, is it? I don't remember this. Remember Street Hawk? Oh, yes.
Of course.
We're going through the lot this year.
Oh, yes, yeah. I think you want to do a chat about that at some point as well, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Massive. I'm starting to write a list. Just comes out of fucking 2 pages.
Yeah, Street Hawk.
If you've got the time, I have.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Well, I was thinking of 80 next.
Yes, yeah.
You're quite knowledgeable, are you?
Yeah, I've got all the seasons. Yes, again, 18 was up there with Airwolf, with Knight Rider, with Street Hawk. This was my era. This was my childhood. These are.
It wasn't. You're talking about the 90s.
What's that?
You're talking about watching them in the 90s, though.
Well, again, Airwolf
10 years.
Knight Rider and 80, I do remember watching in the 80s, and then pretty much everything else was the 90s. Street Hawk, I do remember originally on ITV. But yeah, AirWolf came later.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then obviously had to wait for DVD to come around to see them again. Yeah.
Yeah, because they never released the whole series ever, do they, on theatres?
No. Yeah.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've still got plenty to go.
Yep.
Oh, all right. I'll let you off as you were a guest on it. You couldn't leave early to come and see me, but no, all right. I'll let you off.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jeff has said he'll be up for. He knows about the 18.
Cool. Yep.
So we got that. Right. Let's have a look. Very baby faced. Yes. No, you're saying that. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Baby face, the hair, the mullet.
The mullet.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, we've got so many TV shows. I didn't realize there was that many until I started writing a list.
Yeah.
But was it? Yeah. So Knight Rider 18 had Airwolf, Street Hawk. They all had video games of that, like the Spectrum.
Yeah.
But Manimal, Automan, I don't think did.
No.
I think they were cancelled far too soon.
Yes, they were very short. Yeah. Yeah. Very.
Yeah, I think Street Hawk managed to get to the end of the show, season 1, and never didn't get picked up.
No.
Charles in Charge. Oh dear, that was Scott Bio, was it?
No idea.
I don't remember. Hang on. I remember if it is one thing. If I can fucking spell. Now, if it was Charles Bronson in charge, I'd remember it. I think it was. Yeah, Scott Bio. That was. I don't remember that much about. It was 84 to 90.
Okay.
Half-hour TV show with Scott Bio from Chachi.
Mm-hmm.
He is a college student, but is a live-in housekeeper. So yeah, I don't remember much about it.
No idea. No.
It's got Nicole Eggert in it. No.
Okay, from Baywatch.
Everyone knows her for some reason. But yeah, oh yeah. So Jeff's up for 18 next time.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh no. No, we're not going to tackle Metal Mickey. I love that show though.
Metal Mickey.
Happy days. Yeah, Stephen J. Was it Chandler? Yeah, he was a successful producer even up to his death. Rockford Files was dying. Yeah, I was surprised how good that is because even well, Tom Selleck turns up in that as a private detective.
Okay,
but it's not Magnum.
Okay. Yeah.
But it was the idea for Magnum.
Okay, right.
Yeah, he's got a couple of episodes where he teams up with Rockford.
All right.
Yeah, they were very good episodes.
Yeah,
I rewatched those.
Yeah, that's one that sort of passed me by. I never really got into that. I suppose because it was more aimed at adults. That one, so
yeah, it was. Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
He had the charm and the fun, but it was more a proper detective.
More acting.
He did have a nice car. I've got it upstairs,
Yes.
but I can't fucking remember what it is. What is that?
Gold Trans Am, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah, that's it. The Gold Trans Am.
Yeah.
Pre-Knight Rider Trans Am.
Yes. Yeah.
In the pilot episode, BA gets beaten up. What? No way. You must have been drugged.
Did you see the size of the other guy? He's pretty big.
Yeah, Automan got cancelled. I can imagine it was too expensive because he transformed from a Lamborghini to a helicopter. What else was there? There was 3 things, wasn't there?
Again, I can only remember episodes on Bravo back in 2002. I don't remember it originally, and it looked cool. But again, I looked on IMDb, and its run was very, very short.
Yeah, because it had the Tron. Well, I guess they had to animate over the image to make him sparkly, which cost money. So I can imagine that being very expensive. The whole idea was stupid, but it was. I enjoyed it. I think the guy still talks fondly of it and does talk to people about it.
Okay.
Good for it. Let me write that down. Where is he? Oh yeah, he's beaten up by a big Mexican guy.
Yes, a very big guy. Yes.
But well, then we got Manimal. I always loved Manimal because that had effects by Stan Winston.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Although
again,
he only-
that's another one that passed me by. Never really saw it anywhere. Yeah. Haven't
was
seen
from-
any physical releases or anything. So yeah.
Lenny Larson. That's him.
Mhm. Yeah.
He did. Him and Belisario just the best.
Yeah.
Chuck Wagner, there he is. Right.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to think of. Right. Charles in Charge was goofy. I don't remember watching it. I remember being aware of it, but not watching it.
Okay.
My favorite, Starfleet, but no one seems to remember. Puppet Animation. No.
No.
Imagine what we did. How did we cope before Google?
We didn't think about it. We just went out and played outside.
Yeah, I was on my BMX, obviously. That is true. I used to go off and tell no one.
Yeah.
Right. Is it under a different name? Because I'm not getting Starfleet. Or is it Starfleet with a star in the middle?
Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a show called X Bomber, but I don't think that's it.
Yeah.
Well, that's puppets. Oh, maybe it's it.
Yeah.
But it's Japanese anime puppets.
Yeah.
No, not seen that one. Ah, Sophie's here.
Looks like it, yeah.
Mr. T was in a show. TNT. Yes, I saw that. That is free on YouTube. I never knew it existed until last year.
I only found about it as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's Mr. T is the lawyer, or lawyer's bouncer, as it turns out, isn't it? He's like a paralegal or something, isn't he? Because he
Okay. Yeah.
learns. He gets put in prison. Because it's all in the opening titles, isn't it? He gets put in prison and then studies law, and then gets himself let out by his law knowledge. Gets hired by a lawyer. It's only a half-an-hour show or something.
All right.
Very short, and then played for fun, but
yeah,
helping people out as he does. Although he is a bit of a religious nut job now, but
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, hey Jeff. Sorry, I missed your live. I was out. Oh, no excuses.
Yeah,
these things are mandatory now. Now I'm kidding. And yeah, Jeff's live was last night. We were more to come. Innocent Man. Yes, I watched that when it came out on VHS. I don't think it got a cinema release.
Okay.
Have you seen Innocent Man?
I know of it, but I haven't seen it. No.
Yeah, it's got the guy who played Sledgehammer as a bad cop. So
Okay.
that was a bit weird for me because it was about the same time I was watching Sledgehammer. All right, I accept your spelling because English is not your first language, Jeff. Fucking hell, Supergram.
Now we're going into an area completely away from helicopters.
We've gone off AirWolf into Supergram. I did love Supergram.
Yeah.
The Scunner Campbell.
Yeah.
Robin and Sherwood on TV. Those were the days. See? Yeah, Robin with Sherwood with two different Robin Hoods.
Yes. But it was all on ITV, so it's sort of connected. You know,
It's all it's pretty good one. Yeah. I watched it on UK television back then, guys. Sneaky.
Yeah.
It was only recently I realised Billy Collins.
Yes.
Stand back, Superman. Yeah. Have you seen Treat Your Mama Right?
Oh, the song that he sung, yes.
Yeah, I was thinking it's the song, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a rap.
Yeah.
Hang on, I've never seen this movie. Hang on, what are we talking about? Airwolf? The TV show Airwolf? Or the Mr. T abomination? Brian May had a hit with the opening theme, sorry. I still don't remember it. It's the star part of I can't find it. Who was in it? Or who did it? So got Mark Ralston has recorded this, but this is called X Bomber. Hang on.
Yeah.
Is it one word, two words? What is it? Maybe if I type it with a star in Trek. Okay. No, I got Starfleet commands, Super Starfleet, Caesar X. The only one that comes up is X Bomber. Oh yeah, Mr. T's Treat Your Mama Right. I remember Ellie repeats of Dick Turpin, Richard O'Sullivan. There you go. There's a good one.
Yeah.
Before your time, though.
There was a time when I do remember when one episode was on LWT and the signal completely failed.
Right.
It was I don't know what happened. I think it wasn't just LWT. I think the whole ITV network went kaput for a few minutes or something.
Yeah.
The episode was on, and it's just about to get to the action bit. You know, when it takes off, the theme kicks in, and then the screen just started going ape shit. It was like just cutting out. It was like sort of a snowy effect kept on appearing on the screen.
Aliens.
And then eventually it cuts to the title card.
Oh.
And then the announcer comes on. We apologise that this episode of AirWolf has been interrupted at the most exciting moments. Like, you're damn right it did.
Yeah. There's rockets being launched. Machine guns kicking off.
Yeah. And then in the AirWolf groups all these years later, like I mentioned it, and then more people going, "Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that."
The great AirWolf outage of 1990.
Yeah. I said I was like LWT, and so I was watching it up in Central when it happened, and I was in Granada, and it happened there. So it sounded like this was like a nationwide blackout for like a few seconds during an episode. So
that's the trouble, is if you wouldn't be able to see that episode ever again until it's rerun in the 90s.
Yes, I didn't see it until it was released on this box set in 2002. Yes.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
If you don't see it, and even if you recorded it, you still just get that outage. So
because that's the thing, I recorded it and it screwed up the recordings. Yeah.
I forgot to mention in the Knight Rider one we did that for some reason my mother decided to have a swimming that night, and it was the night that Kit versus Car was on.
I think you mentioned it on Instagram. Yeah, you mentioned it.
Yeah, so that it was in a car crash. My biggest worry was I'd missed the fucking episode. We're supposed to be back in time.
But that was it. Like, if you missed it, you missed it. That was it.
Yeah, it's gone. I probably didn't see that for years.
Yeah.
Until, like I said, DVD, because VHS. Yeah. I don't think we ever got a complete series of anything. I don't think even. I guess A-Team would have been random episodes as well.
Yeah, there was a few. There was a few like VHS volumes from this series, and also CID did 1 or 2, I think. Yeah.
And then, no hope of series that were cancelled, like Manimal, Street Walk Running.
Yeah. Because I remember more recording calamities with AirWolf. There was a time when, because they were showing it throughout like the main 90s, sort of Saturday afternoons, and then all of a sudden they moved it to 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if you remember this,
Yeah, I remember that.
Around 99, 2000, they were now showing the episodes at like 2 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. And I was now working by this stage, and I was like working nights in a social bar. So I was having to record either doing it the old-fashioned way with a timer or using Video Plus. Do you remember Video Plus?
Oh yes, that was somewhat useful.
Yeah, when you type in the code, and there were so many recordings where I would either miss the start or miss the end.
Yeah, Video Plus was renowned for that, wasn't it?
It was very temperamental, and because of that time of the night, if anything overran, sometimes it would be 10 minutes late or 10 minutes early. Sometimes,
Yeah, there was a lot of that, wasn't there?
Yeah,
the news overran for a fucking special report.
This was when ITV was still regionalised; it was still a thing at that point. So. Yeah, so that was like there was 1 or 2 episodes that again I was like getting ready. Oh, this is going to be good, and then because the music kicks in, video cuts off.
Smash that fucking tape.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not seen AirWolf, but he has seen Blue Thunder. Okay.
Yeah. It's the best alternative.
Yeah, if you can't watch AirWolf, some puppets are in out. Okay. No, this isn't ringing. I'll remember it later when I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah.
I ain't getting on no plane. In Welsh, please, Nos.
Yeah. I will say, you've just mentioned the A-Team there again. The helicopter that was Airwolf 2, the one with the red underspray, that helicopter did appear in an episode of the A-Team. It was used as one of the bad guys' helicopters, Obviously, it was repainted. It was repainted. And many have said, was that the same Airwolf helicopter in the episode of the A-Team? Like, no, it was this one. It wasn't. Yeah.
Who do we trust?
You trust me.
I trust you.
I know people, yes.
Now, good. Now we're talking about kids' TV, Mike. Round the Bend. That was ITV, wasn't it? CITV.
Yeah, I remember that. Vaguely remember that. That was a weird show. I probably
it was very weird. Short-lived, because it was like an animation of the drains and stuff at the beginning and stuff. But
yeah.
One of those Tisworth type programs. Yeah. Treat her right. Mother is there is no other like mother to treat her right. Oh, fuck. Not rapping tonight. Saturdays on ITV was heaven back then. There you go. Yeah.
They were. They really were. Yes, and it wasn't just AirWolf. Like sometimes the A-Team would be on that slot. You know, sometimes like 5 p.m. in the evening, Saturday or Sunday normally.
Yeah.
And I think Quincy had that slot on BBC One. I think during that time period.
That's what you want, Quincy. That's the ultimate TV show.
Yeah. But it was good that these shows were getting this sort of rerun in the 90s. You know, if you missed them, yeah. It was just the perfect slot for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen this episode before. How did I miss this?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then it was what was it? It was stuff like the A-Team, and then the news, and then it was Baywatch, and then it was Blind Date, and then it was whatever else. And then it was the 9 o'clock Coca-Cola TV movie. Yeah. Even though it was edited.
Yes.
After fucking 9.
Good memories, yes.
Yeah. To be honest, Mr. T's Commandments is a legit great song. Mr. T's, apart from the A-Team, it's just been, I guess, Rocky 3 is his highlight. Whoever thought of Mr. T doing a rap pop song? Which
money.
Yeah, his comedy gold to pay for all that gold he wears.
Yeah.
His retirement fund. Yes, I can't think of the last time I watched ITV on Saturday night now.
No, it's been, it's a bygone thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even look what's on now.
No, in terms of like ITV Saturday nights or Saturday evenings, I don't even look anymore. Yeah.
I just say, I'll put this on. I've got this. I don't need that.
Yeah.
Lots of the best of releases on VHS, but very few full seasons. Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
Weirdly. Hello, everyone.
Yep.
ITV regions back then would show things at different, often inappropriate times. Yes.
Sometimes, yeah. Because I remember like some of the time slots would be like 1:55 it would start instead of like 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
It goes
Just because some region had a different news program.
Because I think when AirWolf was on during that time period, I remember like the times would be like 2:25 sometimes. Yeah. In the afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it'd be like 3:05 or something. Yeah. Would be on the hour. Yeah.
Yeah, they just work it differently because they were changing sale running late.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Tom said, I remember Highway to China, where he's a World War I pilot, isn't he? Mm-hmm. The old biplane. Yeah. I don't know. John Byer did the score. Okay.
Yep.
I think we all get ITV here in the States as well. We have a BBC. Yeah, they have a BBC channel in the States, don't they?
BBC America, I think. Yes.
Yeah. I know they used to have Inspector Morse on the educational channel in America, but
oh really?
Yeah. I guess I didn't know where to put it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, if there's no AirWolf based descriptions, because there's no trivia for that TV show either. There is very little about the show or videos running on YouTube.
No, I mean, there's been
people replicating the helmets or remote controlled helicopters they make.
I mean, there has been plans to do a documentary, but it's been in production hell for a long time. I actually know the guy that's been trying to work on it. And he was able to interview a lot of the stunt guys, producers, some of the guest stars as well. And it just hasn't come together due to copyright issues. Universal are being quite anal about it. And he's not sure whether he's going to release the videos just on YouTube or does he want to incorporate footage with it or not. It's similar to the, In Search of Darkness documentaries that have been coming along. Yeah. Same sort of vein, like interviewing all the people that were involved and trying to sort of documentary together. And unfortunately, it hasn't come to fruition. It's been in production hell for so long, and I don't know whether or not he's actually going to release it or not. But I've seen some clips, and there are some fascinating facts, but there's not enough there to warrant stories. Yeah. Maybe one day these interviews might surface in some form, but as far as like this sort of behind-the-scenes documentary, it's
it seems to be a different crew for each episode.
Yeah, there was many directors. I think obviously Belisario was involved like hands-on to begin with, and then he sort of handed that over to other people. I think Alan J. Levy was a recurring director. James Whitmore Jr. was another one that was a recurring director and writer as well. Deborah Pratt herself wrote one episode as well.
Well, yeah, it's got 29 directors, 60 writing credits, 500 plus cast, 27 producers, 8 music.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Because Belisario actually did walk away after series 2. He had enough of
yeah.
Jan Michael Vincent's problems and the studio interference. It wasn't what he envisioned, and eventually he was just like, okay, fine, I'll go and develop Quantum Leap now, because that's what he did.
26 stunts.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So for the 3rd season, yeah, Dom wasn't even involved in that at all. Yeah, no involvement. Yeah. He just had to be credited, and that was it. Yeah.
I guess he did.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, let's see. Hour and a half. Let's wrap this up with the things, and then we'll adjourn until 18 next week. Right. What do you got? Do I remember the days in the 80s when the IBA test card with the London TV mask before the transmission started in the mornings? It took 2 hours before the TV started.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was like midnight was on BBC One, isn't it? They used to shut down, and ITV, didn't they? And then go to bed.
Yeah.
You can get up.
Then you just have test card F sitting there.
Yeah. Yeah. So you knew your telly was working.
Yeah.
Just couldn't, because we had 3 channels, nothing over. Yeah, there wasn't even breakfast TV.
No.
So yeah, stuff started about 9 or 10, and then finished 11 or 12 at night.
Yeah.
You kids today. CFAX. Oh, everyone loves CFAX. Yeah, if you want to book a holiday.
It was good for sports results as well.
It was good for sports results or news, I guess, because it did have like 30 pages of news, and by the time it got to the end, more news had come in.
Yeah, CFAX on BBC. It was Oracle on ITV, wasn't it?
Yes, Oracle. Yes.
And then you had Foretel on Channel 4, wasn't it?
Foretel. Yes, there you go. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
888 for subtitles.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a show I remember a little, apart from the upbeat intro. Yes. And that poor lizard that gets kicked off the wheel at the beginning. I wonder if that was filmed on purpose or if they're just happy accident.
As far as I know, it was a pure accident, really. It wasn't really scheduled or planned. It sort of, the thing was there and they sort of did it, and they
gravity took over.
Yeah.
Bambaboozle on teletext. So I used to do the advent calendar, which every day a new little picture would appear on this page. But yeah, then the internet came along and ruined teletext. Yeah, cinema times. That's what's true. I used to get my cinema times from teletext.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, depending on which region you're in, but yeah.
Well, yeah, regions. And if it was a big cinema, or if it was correct. And the teletext soap opera Park Avenue. I don't remember the soap opera. I guess that was just a text story. Did we? We didn't get Mr. T serial here. I don't remember seeing it.
I don't remember it.
No, we never got serials like with TV shows. No. We've only just got Back to the Future and Jaws ones in that B&M, and then no one's buying those anymore since they first came out because they were fucking revolting. I've kept the boxes, but yeah, the serial was the Pitios. Oh, there we go.
Don't remember that.
No, we never had any cereal. I think I pity the fool who don't eat my cereal. Can I say that anymore? I don't. I don't know. Yeah, they didn't sell it over here.
No.
I always associate that with Pee-wee's Big Adventure. We didn't really get Pee-wee much apart from his Big Adventure film. He never got the TV show or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff knows. Yes, he does. The original companies produced some great TV. ITV certainly did well with Universal. The BBC had a close relationship with Universal in the States. Yes.
They did.
Because, with Star Trek Next Generation, that was Paramount, which is owned by Universal, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then that was on BBC Two pretty much every night. Yeah.
Quantum Leap was on BBC Two, wasn't it? Yeah. So, a lot of X-Files, Twin Peaks, I think. No, Twin Peaks on channel something else.
Can't remember. Yeah.
No, The Girl and the Clown. The Girl and the Clown, the best early house viewing for a high-pitched squeal. Yeah. You come in late at night. Yeah. Let's watch some telly. No, there's no telly on any of the fucking channels.
Just test card F, yes.
Yeah. They did start getting later and later. An hour every decade, didn't they, or something?
Yeah.
The Batman 89 serial as well. I wish.
Don't remember.
No, we got nothing.
No.
What's on anything? James Whale. That's his talk show he used to have on late night telly.
Okay.
Oh, I paused the only video to watch this stream. Oh, hang on. I've missed it. Oh, sorry. Oh, bloody hell. Thank you, Rob. You watched the whole thing. You win a prize. Thank you, Rob. But yeah, the video is up. It might be in HD by now. It's finished processing. Universal did that Doctor Who TV movie with the guy I can't remember.
Oh,
With Mayo. Or was he I? One of them. Yeah, see, on the spot.
Paul McGann.
Paul McGann, thank you. He's supposed to be coming back, isn't he? Or is he doing another one or something?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know.
It was awesome but long. Yes, it is long, unfortunately. That was Nost's fault. And Jeff. Pee-wee's Playhouse is on Sky over here. Ah, that's what it was. Didn't have Sky where I was.
Me neither.
The only video. Oh, take care of that. Yeah, you gotta watch your bit. But if you watch it a million times, that'd be useful. Well, right. There we go. We are up to date. We'll call this a night. Oh, it's Sunday.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to watch AirWolf, just get this box set. It's very affordable now. It's the best way to watch it. The best sound, the best picture, correct aspect ratio.
That's the best thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's available on Blu-ray as well. Same form. Deal Blu-ray. So.
There we go. And good night.
Will do.
Hi, Jeff. Yes, Jeff. 6-minute limit. He's done what, 12? I remember the woman Cookie. Yeah, the James Welsh show. Yeah, that was. Are you live tonight, Mike? In a couple of hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe. So take care, everyone. I will see you for the A-Team next month, or Predator on Tuesday.
Yeah, just give me some dates, and we'll go from there. Yeah. Brilliant.
There we go. Lovely job. Good. Thank you again. Take care, everyone. Thank you, Austin, Mike, fans, Rob, Nos, Dr. Impossible, anyone else I forget, fans.